Hello guys, welcome back. Odin May actually die. The old man might be gone from existence. Suffice it to say, I kept thinking about the dream I had, and I kept thinking about everything that happened today. And the old man isn't even sorry. He looked at me and said, I had to try. And I just kind of stared at him because of everything that conspired today, and he said, we had to try. We just want you for ourselves. Kind of smiled at me. He's not even fucking sorry, even though he knows what I went through. Kind of horrible thing to say about the old man is he will arrange for stuff to happen. He's the kind of god that would arrange for you to get into an accident so that he can be the one to hold your hand and say that he's tried to warn you and he's always been there for you. He can be very fucking manipulative and he can be dangerous to work with, and this time he decided he wanted all the demons gone. I knew he was acting way too fucking good. He was acting like he fucking loved them and they were all his family, and he broke trust with all the demons, obviously, and they're all kind of stunned, and I'm like, honestly, the only way I saw through this is that he played the same trick twice. Remember, he did this with the Greek gods? I said he played the same trick twice, and I'm honestly surprised that he would make that kind of strategic mistake. And he said, oh, I'm not perfect. And he doesn't care. He thinks it's funny that they got into trouble for something Odin did. So Odin made up the dream, and part of what helped me figure it out is I know La Santa would never hurt me. And this dream, it just made me feel icky and gross and horrible, and the demons have as of yet to send me something like that. The one that will fuck stuff up like that is Odin, because he did want to share. He wants them gone. He wants them out of his territory. And I gave him exactly what he wanted, and he knew exactly where to push and exactly where to prod to kind of break me today and kind of get in there and be the only support outside of Loki. But the thing with Loki is Loki has a dual nature. He's both for you and against you at some time. So even though Loki helped him set this up, because it's funny how after I read about Vepar and spiders in an article less than 24 hours later, I swear to Christ, my garage door wouldn't work. And the reason it wouldn't work is because there was a spider web that came out of nowhere that had to physically manifest in front of that thing, or my door wouldn't open in the first place. And it kept the door from closing. And I had WD-40'd it and everything, and then I'm checking the sensors and I'm not seeing anything. And then I reach down and find the spider web. And I'm like, that's really fucking convenient. And I've had electronics start to malfunction and break down after I read that that is a thing that Furfur does. And I'm like, this is really fucking convenient. Either I am manifesting at an absolutely untold fucking level, which means I should have $1 million and the Playboy Mansion in my yard, or I got a kind of back here, or it means Loki and Odin are manipulating the tables as they will for themselves. I love them both, but they're fucking manipulative bastards, and if they can see a way to get everything for themselves, they will, because hey, the old man doesn't share, and if he has plans for you, he doesn't give two shits about your plans for yourself. Free will? What's that? If he has plans for you, if he sees potential in you for something for Odin's ends, Odin will do whatever it takes to get you to get there. Once you start figuring that out and you start becoming truly obstinate and you're not worth his time, then he may give up and go away, or he may not. He's a manipulative bastard. You never know with him. Like, in a sense of pride. He's not who I'd say would be a beginning god, because even Odin has told me, on his more candid moments, don't trust anyone, especially not Odin. That old bastard will take you or everything you have. And he's proud of it. That's his holy nature. You have to understand, he's a thief and a liar. He will do whatever he has to get Odin's ends achieved. Loki is the same way, but Loki also does have deep down this good guy spark of empathy for his people. So at the same time he's manipulating you, he's trying to give you hints. He's actually the one that, when I first started having that dream this morning, I know it was Loki. Because I know which one kind of like lit up. It was almost like I saw the real image and then I saw the image he wanted me to see. First, I knew the one in white was Loki and the one in black was Odin, and then I was like, no, it has to be Satan and Lucifer. Like somebody fed me that information. But for 1 second, the one that was looking at me real beseechingly, I know that was Loki. Loki was like, the old man's making me do this, or I'm doing this for myself, but I'm really sorry, kid, what can I say? Loki can be a manipulative bastard for his own good. And, it sounds terrible, but he will do that. Everything broke down with the Greek gods because the Norse gods kept interfering, and now they're like, they don't want the demons here either. And they'll go back into the same pattern they always do. They'll apologize, they'll say, we had to try. Everybody will be getting along like one happy family, and then they'll pull more shit and try to get rid of the demons. And Mammon just got really honestly quiet. He wasn't mad at me. He wasn't even remotely upset with me. As a matter of fact, this was news to him that I had a breakdown, and why wasn't he informed? And Asmodeus was here, but it wasn't Mammon here. That Odin and Loki had disappeared should have told me a whole fucking lot. But Odin decided he was going to manipulate me by being Mammon, and Mammon's like, yeah, I would just let you have a fucking breakdown after we worked this hard to get you this far. I would let you have a breakdown and a panic attack. And he's looking at the old man like the old man's really stepped in it. And Payman has been close, and Asmodeus have been close. They're not mad at me. They're like, it's like, is Dionysus, or whoever the hell Dionysus actually was, used to tell me. He said, it's like you fighting with a baby. It's not even a contest, and we'll never have a level playing field for you. You should never expect one. You're foolish to expect one. So they're mad and they're upset because, now they know the real Odin. I'm sure he lied and manipulated them as well. But they understand that I was manipulated into that, and Mammon's beyond pissed. He's like, what? What did he do? And he had me explain exactly what he did. And he does have inner rage issues. And I wasn't trying to get the old man in trouble. I just told him what happened. And Mammon's looking at me. He said, I would never talk to you like that. You made a mistake. You didn't fill in a paper. It happens in business all the time. I just didn't sign the check. He's like, has it happened before? I said, yeah. And he said, I'm sure, he was sure the old man played that trick on me. Not that Odin made me forget to sign a check or anything, but he was sure the old man had already said this. He said, I'm sure you feel like history is repeating itself. And I said, yeah. And he said, it is me. And that was the old man, but apparently he's well aware of his tactics. And he said, no, you forgot to fill in a paper. You got it back. You got it taken care of. I'm proud of the work you did. And this doesn't mean that your whole world's going to end in disaster. And he said, isn't it very convenient that when your whole world was ending in disaster, who showed up to help you? And Odin's just looking at the ground, and Loki's looking at the ground like they don't know what's going on. So, Odin may die, Loki may die, all the gods may die, along with cattle and kin. Thor was trying to tip me off as well. I know Thor well enough to know when he's like, Dad's lying. He won't say it, but it's this energy that comes off of him, and he won't look you quite in the eye. He'll like kind of have his head down. They love Odin. They love the All-Father. They know he's a manipulative shit, but they all love him and they're loyal to him, and they'll go along sometimes with these schemes. Thor is usually very truthful, but if Odin convinced him it was for your good in the long run, he would go along with it. Old man's not even fucking remotely sorry. He's just pleased with himself. And, because he knows he'll be taken back in. Because I know he's a manipulative shit. Oh, okay, so there goes the food. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.